Hello, welcome back to Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. It's me, A. Proustian. I am still researching the Damask thing. Right, the green envelope. I was like, at me, sent me back to the hideout for something. It's this. Hey, Nick, remember what Detective Atme said? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit these crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate. Yeah, I think he's gonna be in debt. That is my guess. A green envelope, huh? Well, looks like this is it. Okay, let's have a look. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. Oh, that's very different than what I was expecting. 50,000? This is a blackmail letter? But if Ronnie's not actually mask to mask, he can't be blackmailed about that. I mean, unless he thinks he is. But could he be the blackmailer? What the fuck? How did Atme know about this? What is going on? Sure looks like a major clue, all right. Written with a fountain pen, found in Ron's room. Ding dong. Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second, I promise. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you. When I see a damsel in distress, I just can't help myself, says question mark. Please, come on in. I'll make some coffee. Really? Okay, I guess I'll make myself at home, pretty lady. Wait a minute. I know that voice. Who is it who would say pretty lady? That rules out Francisca. I mean, not that I don't think Francisca likes the ladies, because I feel like that would fit for her, but I can't imagine her saying pretty lady. I feel like it rules out Miles. I feel like it rules out... does it rule out Gumshoe? Probably not. I don't know. It wouldn't be at me, would it? Would it? Okay. Oh, Nicky boy, I'm so sorry, but I've got another guest. Ah! You. You're... Oh, no. Nick, it's you! And Maya, too! What a fluke! Larry? Is that his name? Is it Larry? Ah, Larry. It is Larry. Long time no see. What? You know each other? Nicky boy? Nick, do you and this girl have, something going on? 1, no. 2, she's married. 3, KB security, Nick. I mean, butts, Larry? Something. If you mean what I think, I underestimated you, Nick. A gorgeous lady like this? And married, too? Way to go, dude. I knew it. Just when things can't get any worse, it's time to cue in the butts. Larry Butts. Ever since grade school, he's been not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other. Hey man, that wasn't nice. I was your very first client. We've got quite the storied history, he and I. And what we used to say still rings true. When something smells, it's usually the butts. He's so happy. Hey, come on now, you're embarrassing me. And in front of this pretty little thing here. So you two are old childhood friends, I see. That's so sweet. You two go ahead and catch up on old times. I'm gonna go check on my bike. All right, Larry, what are you doing here? Nice girl, that Desi. So how you been, Nick? Too busy if you really want to know. All right, Larry. So what have you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I've heard from you. And what's with those clothes? You look, well, weird. Hey man, that's uncalled for. This is my uniform for my part-time job. But I can't believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies when you're having fun. Ha 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 ha. What's wrong? Nick, I gotta tell you, women, I don't trust them anymore. You got dumped again? Well, you know, Benifer, I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. That's where I met the famous Caddy Tom. My whole life changed. Benifer? Caddy Tom? I've never heard of either of them. Anyway, dude, Caddy Tom chose Hollywood over me. Can you believe it? So those are like... Both of those names are references to famous Hollywood couples, right? Benifer is Ben Affleck and Jennifer. Is that J-Lo? Must be. And then Caddy Tom is probably Katie, what's her name, and Tom Cruise? Oh, I bet that's it. Because sometimes I have to remind myself, this game was made some number of years ago. And so is my knowledge about Hollywood stuff. Okay, well, actually, anyway, sounds like you had quite the adventure. Women, they're so, Oh, but you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest. Thanks, Butts. Well, looks like he's the same old Larry. Why are you here? So what are you doing here, anyway? Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural-born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, I picked this up last night while I was working. A wallet? You found this last night? Yeah, it had a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd just return it myself. Ron's wallet. Alright, found by Larry at his part-time security jobs company building, night of the crime. Hang on, let me see that for a minute. I'm sorry, I just realized. Is Desiree mask to mask? She has the emblem. She's much more daredevil. She probably has more skills. That's something to consider. Yeah, hang on. Let me see that for a minute. I knew it. Desi's picture is in here. Yeah, I guess he really digs his wife, huh? Hey, Nick! It's not what you're thinking at all. No, I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed a bit. Aw, no way, man. I mean, she's a married woman. That's just bad news. He really is here just to check out Ms. Delight. So you said you found it at your job, right? Yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a guard. Chicks just love a guy in uniform, you know? Of course, that's why he's doing it. A security guard, huh? So that's what that uniform is all about. Alright, wallet. So what time was it when you found this last night? Huh? Why are you asking that? Trying to see if I've got an alibi? You're not the one on the hook for a crime this time, buddy. I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building. What was Mr. Delight's wallet doing there? Anyway, there's nothing weird about that. After all, he works there. Right, he's a security guard. He works there? You mean Mr. Delight? Sure. Here, take a look at this. It's right there in his wallet. What's this card? It's a key card for the security company. See, it's got a serial number on it right there, and there's no mistake about it. You said you're working part-time at a security company, right? That's right. Why are you making that scary face? Security company, huh? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. I need to find out as much as I can about this key card. Alright, apparently used for the building of his part-time job. Okay, so I have to learn more about it. Let's go ahead and present it. So you're sure about this key card? Yep, that's the key card we use at the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You need it to get into that room, and every time you use the card, it leaves a record. Oh, we've had this kind of thing before. It leaves a record? Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. Larry, I need that data. Whoa, slow down, man. Sorry, but that data is off limits to outsiders. If I lost this job, I'd never have a chance with Desi. Mm-hmm. It's times like these when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Yeah, we don't get the chance to subpoena people, I suppose, or get warrants to investigate, because we're not actually investigators. We are just lawyers. Oh, well. That's fine. Well, what now? What about the wallet? You didn't touch anything in the wallet, did you? Hey, man, be serious. You know what I was interested in? If Master Mass doesn't look out, he's going to be the victim of a robbery himself. Alright. Blackmail letter? Hey, Larry, what about this? What? If you got something to say, then say it already. Yeah. Huh? A blackmail letter? Do you know anything about this? What? I don't know anything about Alexis, and that's the truth. Huh? What? I can't believe you'd do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000? I don't have that kind of money. No. You don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Ron Delight. Whew. Man, you scared me. I almost had a heart attack, you idiot. Wait, I'm the idiot? Man, I was totally confused because it says KB Security right on the envelope. Yeah. So what? Well, that's where I've got a part-time job, at KB Security. What? Sounds like I should really find out some more about this KB Security company. It does. Can I do that? Yes. KB Security. KB Security, the company in the blackmail letter, you knew about it? That's where I work, yeah. In fact, I'm on the job right now. Huh? What are you doing here, then? Well, the boss is away right now, and you know what mice do when the cat's away. Yes. Anyway, how far away is this company? Let me see, about 30 minutes by car, I guess? Well, if you fly down the road anyway. This apartment is pretty close to Lurley Taylor, right? And it would take roughly an hour to go here to KB Security and back. If Ron Delight was at KB Security when the robbery occurred, then... Whoa! Then he couldn't have stolen the sacred urn. Hey, Nick, your phone. Hello? Is this the Wright residence? Ah, Pearls, where are you? I thought I'd go to Lordley Taylor to find some more clues, but I'm afraid I've gotten lost. What? Give me that phone, Nick. Pearlie, where are you right now? I was walking along and I found myself in front of that person's office. That person? Who? That person who doesn't act his age and always says Zvari when he's excited. Who doesn't act his age. I love that from Pearl. It's so perfect. Look at me, ace detective. Okay, stay right there. We're coming to get you. All right. I'm a little scared. All right, let's go, Maya. Wait a second, Nick. What? That phone call just now sounded like a real cutie. My God, Butts. Calm down. Another one of your special friends. Say goodbye to Ms. Delight for me, would you, Larry? Phoenix is like, I actually have just friends. Thank you. Although, oh, October 12th, at me Detective Agency. Ah, Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya. Pearly. I never thought I'd see the two of you again. Poor kid. So is Mr. Ace Detective out of the office? Yes, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight. Say, Nick, doesn't it look like something's changed since we were here last? There's a bag on the table. Now that you mention it, this bag, I'm sure it wasn't here before. It looks quite full. I wonder what could be in here. Hey, Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. That's true. Truth be told, I have to admit I am kind of curious. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. Eek! He's here. It wasn't the urn, was it? What are you doing, Sir Lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law so flagrantly. I'm really sorry. Maya made me do it. Phoenix! Nick, I can't believe you. A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that? Perhaps I should make myself more clear? Tomorrow's trial. Zvari. Shall we say the figurative Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime? What? Wow, Nick. Sounds like it's going to be really exciting. I don't understand. The fuck are you talking about, dude? What's going to happen at the trial tomorrow that's so dramatic? Did he mean like William Shakespeare? Like, is he trying to make like some sort of like theater, like something? Like, to say drama? I don't know. That was weird. Do you know what your biggest mistake so far has been, Sir Lawyer? It was becoming a lawyer in the first place. Well, that certainly does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick. Pearl! Tomorrow will be a day to remember. I, Luke Atme, will take the stand. And then, Zvari, my testimony will prove to be the undoing of the lot of you. Yes, all of you. I will unmask you as the thief's co-conspirators. What the fuck, my dude? Conspirators? You're quick on the defensive, I see. However, it's not I that is your greatest enemy. There's a far more dangerous threat that you will face during the trial. What are you talking about? Sir Lawyer, if you truly are who you say, I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Godot. Godot? Okay, we'll ask about that in a second, but, like, you can't make us the co-conspirators. We're the victims. Damask's identity. You have taken a step down the path of foolishness to try to defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than the death penalty. Hey, last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mr. Delight really is Damask. My dear lady. Times may change, but people, sadly, do not. Well, you will understand this when you are more mature. I'm surprised you didn't kick him for that. Okay, Godot. Who is this Godot person? It's not surprising that a spirit medium has not heard the name. Godot, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country, but in heaven. Godot, a legend or myth. Men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance to simply meet him. Prosecutor Godot? But the best prosecutor in the country isn't Godot, it's Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't that right, Nick? She says meaningfully. It's no surprise that a spirit medium such as yourself would know nothing of this. But ace prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad. Oh, so he doesn't count as being in the country? Huh? In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godot as the best in this country. And you agree with that? Most certainly. In fact, you could call him the Luke Atme of the prosecutor's office. Well, that's good to hear. The prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow. Mr. Nick, is this Godot really that strong? I seem to remember hearing about someone like that. Not surprising. Some people spend their entire lives idly waiting for his appearance. Looks like we're done investigating for the day. Sir Lawyer. The stage has been set, and all the pieces are finally in place. All that remains now is for the dance to begin. A new prosecutor, an ace detective, and a thief. This will be one tough trial. Yeah, it's going to be something. To be continued. Well, let's continue then. October 13th, 9:36 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 4. Hey, Nick. What is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out the Master Mask Glossy I bought. You bought this? Where? From the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Yeah, we do. Publicity photo stuck into the court record. Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me. Who's screaming like that? Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you. Because I did it! I'm the criminal. Me. He's at it again. I sent the calling card to Lordly Taylor. I admit it! But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean I didn't commit the crime. Normally when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you... Yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict. Please. Is he truly delusional? Or is his wife Master Mask and he's covering for her? I wonder. Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. You see, actually the thief is, me. Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. So she's not going to stick around for the trial? To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is masked to mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. October 13th, 10 a.m., District Court number 6. Oh! There! That's Godot, the guy with the Cyclops glasses. Okay, I had forgotten about him. Finally, he shows up so I can find out who he is. Thank God. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. See, they're like sci-fi glasses. What is up with this guy? What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... What a stupid question. Oh, what did you say? Fine, let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. But that's not how the courtroom, whatever. Who are you? I am Godot, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case. Oh, another one of these. Ah, he's the one that Detective Atme was talking about. Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Ha! None. What? Okay. Not another one of these. That's one way to be flawless. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? You said you've never lost before. Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask in a court of law? Ha! Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks, either on our faces or over our hearts. I guess? This guy is the real deal, all right, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? I was gonna say all prosecutors are real pieces of work, but the real deal, quote unquote, works too. So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Trite. Huh? Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Well then, Prosecutor Gobo. It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two. I don't even know if we have a case at all to begin with, so I guess we'll find out. Well then, let's hear from the first witness. Yes, Gumshoe, set the stage for us. My name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. The important thing is what you know. That's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir. Alright, witness, first let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. Mask to Mask's crimes. Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. See, and then that makes no sense why he'd steal the sacred urn. It is not actually precious. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T. Yeah, but it doesn't. Even I've seen a contradiction here. So then the actual identity of this Master Mask is... Mr. Cadeau, what are you... Oh my god, where did that come from? We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Cadeau. Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you could grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. Very well, then. It's only coffee, after all. What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Yeah, but did you see that cool move when he waited for the cup and then he grabbed it? Yeah. Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show it wasn't Master Mask who stole the urn. Alright, cross-examination. So Master Thief first started his crime spree 6 months ago. Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning? Yep, nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true, I'm a Zavari, author on thieves. An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he meant to say authority. The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal. It's easy when those fingers happen to be butterfingers. Alright, let's press harder. So nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh? You got it, pal. Except maybe for the thief's mom, that is. Isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police? You don't mean Detective Zavari, do you? Huh. Who's this person? Zavari? Sounds German. His name is Luke Atme, sir. I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him. What the heck? Guess he's not all that famous after all. Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole. Oh, I see. Seems you're not the expert you claim to be. Ugh! It looks like the thief is toying with me even now. Yeah, poor Gumshoe. So confident he sends his calling card. Have you seen all of these so-called calling cards? Of course I have. Except the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred. That's because Detective Atme stopped Ms. Andrews from taking it to the police. Was the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature, but we're not releasing that information to the general public. But you're absolutely certain that this card is real? Gumshoe can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about the Master Mask's emblem. Yeah, he is. 5th heist, as usual, he sent a card on. His 5th heist, and your 5th screw-up, huh? Objection, pal! That ain't fair. Maybe you can say I screwed up 4 times. But this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time. You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Got me? Oh, looks like he's really got it in for Detective Atme. I mean, in his defense, Atme didn't get the thief either. pattern is to always go after the most precious art pieces. Art pieces? Like what, for example? Well, his first target was the famous Tear of Emanon. What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop? No, sir. It's a blue diamond. A single rare diamond. Next was the Crown of Bangora. You know, the thing you put on your head? After that was the Left Hand of Hades, and then Portrait of Megina, sir. Detective Atme retrieved the Portrait of Megina and returned it to the museum. And the target of his fifth and last robbery was the Sacred Urn, right? But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces? Yeah, that is a good point. Well, we assume he must have some underworld connections. Somehow Mr. Delight doesn't look the type. Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask. Fits his MO. What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T? I was thinking of asking the same thing myself. I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, there's the calling card. We're 100% sure it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. And these are all part of the thief's modus operandi. And so, since this robbery seems to fit all those conditions, that's right, means that Master Mask is behind it. Nick, it definitely looks like it was Master Mask who stole the urn. But there's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron Delight is masked to mask. But... Also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. Delight himself. So even though we know it was Master Mask that did it, maybe for the time being I should try to show it wasn't Master Mask that did it. Yep, we'll get there. Okay. Okay, let's present. I assume I need to present here the urn itself. Supposedly priceless, has no monetary value. Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous. You said he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? Yeah, that's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean? Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Master Mask would normally go after. Urk! If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Master Mask. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but... Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Master Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot? Oh, this coffee here. It's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it wasn't Master Mask that stole that urn, then it must be someone imitating Master Mask's methods. A fake. A fake Damask? Fake Damask? Sounds so ridiculous. But I like it. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Taylor that night was actually a fake. He does have a point there. Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. Looks like I'm gonna have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was in fact fake Damask. Is that the wallet? I'll try the wallet. No, this is wrong. What's this evidence supposed to prove? Ha! Well, it proves someone here is a fake, alright. Proves that this lawyer is a fake. Yeah, good burn. These prosecutors sure know how to twist the knife. This is no time to be impressed. Think it over again. When he stole that urn, his photo was taken, right? Who knows? Maybe there's something on there that shows he's a fake. Huh. Is she talking about the photo we got from Atme? Are you ready yet, Mr. Wright? Well, let me go look at that picture. I forgot about that picture. Is the emblem wrong on his hat? I'm not sure, but I guess that's what I'm going to have to show. Alright. Looks like I'm going to have to prove it. Let's do this again. Alright, so because they're going to ask us what in this picture, probably, and I'm going to be like, I don't know. Wait, let me look. Okay, so let me look here real quick. No, that face on the hat. Wait, does it have the face on the front of the chest? No, it's missing. It's missing a thing. Okay, I've got it. Okay, I've got it. Let's present this. The proof is right here. This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Ha! Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and show us just what about this picture is so peculiar. It's this. It's right here, of course. You mean mask to mask? I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning? Poor Maya. The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damask's chest. A breach? Here? Bailiff, get my steed. We need to retreat at once. Oh my god. Sorry, it's a really amazing mental image. A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on. A clasp, eh? Ah, I see now. But the mask to mask in the security camera photo... Ah, he has no brooch. The problem with this line of reasoning that I feel like Godot is going to turn around on us is that if we prove that this isn't the real one, well, Ron Delight doesn't seem like the real one, so this could be Ron. Now, maybe the wallet will be enough to show that it isn't, but I don't know. That brooch is the same as the emblem on Damask's calling card and serves as a symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this mask to mask is a fake. I've been fooled again! Poor Gumshoe, always. Order! It's true. Undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how Yeah, he's got something to say. Hey now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Cadeau, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? Ha! The brooch you're talking about. Do you mean this? Ah! That's Damask brooch. Where did you find it? Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Do they mean the Ami statue? Yeah, he must mean the Ami Faye statue. Oh, why didn't you tell me that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. It is not, dude. This guy is one cool customer. It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too. Hickeys? Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Wrong Delight's fingerprints. What? What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch? Order in the court. Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch. I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her. So weird. I mean, it appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back. Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem. Okay, found in the shadow of Amiface's statue. Ha! You mess with Godot. And you get burned. Ugh, he's been playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Huh? You're done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. That doesn't sound good at all. Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom. Finally time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh? One second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Shh, silence. Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What's clear? Zvari. The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Well, yes, that's right. Ha, not bad. Not bad at all. Is it anyone could look and say, yes, that's a judge? I think it's maybe a little harder to look at this man and just say, that's a prosecutor. But it is easy to say he's a coffee maniac. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atme, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair, right? They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off. I've heard that on the night of the crime, you were all alone on security detail. You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. Poor Gumshoe. Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason. I'm sure of it. Right? Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. Alright, this is actually going to be a good time for me to stop, because I'm pretty much out of time. And then when I start up the next time, I'll know what's going on. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye!